Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here, and welcome to a new series in that elusive channel classic, Subnautica. I'm going to forgo my usual breakdown-style introduction for this series, which I've nostalgically named Into the Locker. If you'd like to skip past the crash sequence, there's a timestamp on your screen to do so, but we're already very much in-game and playing right this second. I'm very excited, though, to be returning to Subnautica. The game has left early access at last, and is more gorgeous and well-optimized than it's ever been. Into the Locker was my first Subnautica series way back when the channel was a wee lad. I had about 750 subscribers when Into the Locker debuted, and it was one of a couple of series that presided over the channel's crossing the 1,000 sub threshold. So this game and this series has a special place for me. Let's put this fire out. Oh, and let's also try not to step in it at the same time. Always hate when that happens.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Okay, so one quick thing I will say. I'm sad a little bit that the development early access line that the game always started with, that the PDA voice always started with, which was, "Greetings, survivor. Great job, not dying." I am just going to miss that so much, because it just cracked me up every single time. But really, really nice new interface and everything here. There's probably going to be a lot of commentary as far as just like things that are brand new, and not only commentary from me, but commentary from you guys as well, who maybe watched the older series. But let me go ahead and put some of this stuff in my inventory. I think I'll leave the flares, and I'm also going to leave the fire extinguisher. I know I can use it to jet around, but not really feeling the need that much. I'll go ahead and use this medikit right now. And we don't need that much food yet, so I'm not gonna worry about eating. And I'll wait a little bit on drinking too, just to make sure I maximize that. But this is definitely going to be an open-ended, casual Let's Play for Subnautica lovers and newbies alike. We're starting from scratch at the very beginning, obviously, and I'm going to be doing plenty of base building and deviation from the main story path, all purely for my own enjoyment and yours as well. There'll be very little method to this madness, I assure you.
Orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
So I definitely haven't played the game for more than a few hours in several updates, and have never gotten particularly far in the story path at all, regardless of how long ago. So don't let me seem like I know a lot what I'm doing as I dive in here, because I definitely only know a little bit what I'm doing. But let's see. I guess we can just jump in. Why not? We could have gone through the bottom. Let's see where we ended up. Oh, hey, not bad. We started very, very close to a kelp forest, which I will never complain about, except, well, there's one reason to complain. Let's not swim straight towards the stalkers. How about that? But I do want to swim straight towards, well, things that I can't see. Why can't I see bulbs? Am I blind? This is the farthest I've swam in a kelp forest and not seen... Well, this is a fantastic start. There we go. There we go. There they are. Okay. Isn't it gorgeous, by the way? I mean, the game has gotten so much prettier. I mean, the name of the last formal update, they've been doing a bunch of informal updates for weeks, getting ready for the 1.0 version. You're interrupting me, lady.
Further study recommended.
It's rude. Are you chasing me? No, you're not chasing me. So, again, interrupting me. So, yeah, this is going to happen a lot. I know. I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. I got interrupted so many times. Yeah, they've been doing a bunch of incremental updates for weeks, just getting the game ready for 1.0. But the last update was literally called the Eye Candy Update. Hey, Peeper. Hey, you should come here. I don't know if I can keep up with the Peeper without fins on, though. Not really. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. I got you. Actually, you know what? While I'm down here, and I have a decent amount of oxygen. Okay, I'll break the limestone. Oh, they updated the break the limestone indicators too. Look a little prettier now. I like it. that might have just been in today's update or yesterday's, because I've seen some recordings of version 1.0 in the past few days where they still look like the old ones. Maybe it's my mistake, but God, the game is just gorgeous. And yes, I've got everything turned on as far as the new settings. I think it looks great. It took some adjustment at first, and I think they made some adjustments too. But it just looks fantastic. Definitely need to make use of all that stuff I just picked up a second ago, but I'm looking for one single thing, as usual, that I'm not going to be able to find because I'm looking for it. That is the rule in Subnautica. When you're looking for something, you can't find it. When you're not looking for it, it's everywhere. They did change, interestingly enough.
Probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Oh, thanks. Okay, I feel so encouraged. They did change that the location of quartz. Quartz is now mostly in caves. It used to be littered all throughout this grass here, and you could find it especially at night. And that was a tip that I gave a lot in old Subnautica series, including my original Survival School series on the channel, which was a Subnautica series, not a Long Dark series. Fun little channel trivia for you there. But why? All right, I'm looking for one salt so I can go ahead and cook this fish properly. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm swimming around. And I really didn't think I would have to explain it because I thought I would find it quickly and then be able to talk about it as I found it. But no. At least I found some copper. So we're off to a good start there. We can make some batteries in a second. All right, seriously, game, just give me one piece of salt. That's really all I need. And I will be so happy. Like, you'll never have to give me anything again. Is that? No, that's a beacon fragment. Oh, hello. Crap. Crap. Okay, good. That was lucky. Normally, without any kind of swimming gear to get away from those guys, you can get yourself into a bit of a pickle. All right, well, screw the salt. For whatever reason, all the salt in the world is evading me. Oh, there's a coral tube very near, within 100 meters of my base. We got a great start location. This is awesome. I'm going to be able to find everything except salt. So, off to a good start here. But we've got some basics. Actually, there is one more thing that I can grab that I should be able to find more easily, now that I've spent forever and a day looking for salt. And that's some metal. There's some right there. Let's just grab a little bit to get started, and we'll probably find more. No, Stalker. No, this is my metal. Not your metal. My metal. Mine. Yeah. You keep swimming towards me. I'm going to swim away quickly. Yeah, they like metal. And they don't like it when you take their metal from them. You should try it sometime, if you don't believe me. I'm just kidding. Please don't. Okay, well, I'll find more metal in a second. There's our life pod. And I will be ready to eat, which is part of the reason I don't really need to worry about the salt right now. Seriously, though. It's crazy that I can't see any salt laying around. I mean, it's normal at the beginning of a game to be able to look down and see maybe one piece of salt somewhere, if you just look in 360 degrees, but unless I'm just distracting myself with commentary, which is entirely possible, I don't see one. So we'll go back for salt in a second. But first of all, we need to make a knife. We need to make a scanner. We need to make a couple of things. Hey, fabricator. So, let's go ahead and get some lubricant, first of all, because we're going to need that soon. Not just yet, but soon.
Is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Yeah, that's why we'll need it. So I'm going to get my titanium from that rubble that I picked up. And also, I love this change so much. I think they reversed this. It used to be that you would need, I think, 2 creepvine seed clusters for 1 silicone rubber, or maybe it was 1-to-1. But now 1 creepvine seed cluster is actually 2 silicone. So you get tons of silicone from 1 trip. I used to have to empty out my inventory in Subnautica when I was, and you all know if you've been playing Subnautica for a while, if you watched previous series on the channel, or if you're new and just you're a fan of the game, like, you used to have to fill up your inventory. You would have to drop everything else in the beginning of the game, make a run to the nearest kelp forest, look for some creepvine seed clusters, and just fill up your inventory with them in order to have just enough silicone to kind of get started. But now, like, I'm going to have a small mountain of it, and it's fantastic. All right, so I will go ahead and cook this peeper. Since I caught him, I may as well. The nice thing about not having
small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Thanks, lady. What should I name her, by the way? If I'm going to talk to her so much. I can't remember if we had a name for her previously. But, throw me some suggestions, and I'll think about it for an episode or two. So, let's see. Cooked peeper. 32 food. The nice thing about cooking them without salt is that the H2O content is retained. So I actually do a little better in that regard. And then we can drink one of the filtered water, and our thirst is actually back up to where it was at the beginning. We're 79% of the way to a new medikit. Thankfully, we don't need one at the moment, but let's go ahead and see what tools I can make. I can go ahead and make my O2 tank. Let's take care of that. And we're going to need more titanium, I think, before we make anything else. Let's make our fins. All right, getting started. Tools. Give me that knife. Excellent. That used our last piece. I'm talking, lady.
For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Oh, hey, it's dark. So, actually, since we have... I'm just going to not commentate on anything this episode. She'll get quieter eventually. It actually, one thing I love is that those of you who did watch my original Subnautica content and have watched a lot of the older Subnautica content, or just played, but this is especially noticeable when you're watching YouTubers play it, is she used to be a lot more talkative, especially with regard to oxygen warnings and such. Now it's just a beep and she says oxygen, but it used to, those warnings would interrupt you all the time if you were trying to record any kind of YouTube content or Twitch content or anything like that. It was amazing when they finally changed it. And I kind of wonder if it was streamer feedback that caused that change, that led to that change, because that was thoroughly obnoxious. All right, we need a flashlight. We also need a scanner. Oh, hey, hang on. I can get a scanner right now. I didn't realize that. Where am I going? What was I going to... Yeah, that's right, I need a battery. I think I can actually make a couple of batteries because I found 2 or 3 pieces of copper. So let's go ahead and do that because we're going to need to eventually. Alright, so scanner and knife. That'll help us get off to a good start here.
Can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
And that's why. Okay, so what am I going to need next? I've got the scanner. I'm going to need a builder before long, but really the flashlight is what I'm interested in next. So let's see. You can probably find a cave system somewhat nearby if I look around for a second. The quartz does still glow at night. It glows much more prettily than the the old quartz did. Still stands out, but again, it's not... It doesn't quite work the same way anymore. Hey, buddy, how's it going? You should leave me alone. I really don't want anything to do with you. Thanks. Okay. Found some caves. I just don't want to piss off any cave residents. Yeah, I don't see any quartz in here. I can probably find a cave that will yield some quartz a little bit more regularly. I can do a self-scan. Let's go ahead and do that initial self-scan.
Scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continue 30 seconds.
Yeah, that brief 30-second oxygen warning is amazing. There's the beacon fragment. I'll go ahead and grab that while I'm down here. It's a beautiful night. The game itself is just gorgeous. If you've never seen this game before, whether you're new to the channel or more a follower of other games that I play, I really can't encourage you enough. Hold that thought. It'll get better eventually, I promise. Sea Glide, let's scan that fragment too. I really can't encourage you enough, though, to strap in and follow along. This game is just beautiful to look at. There are new mysteries in every biome. It's intoxicatingly fun, whether you're playing or watching. So, really hope you'll stick around for this series, because I'm really excited to see how far we can take this one, now that the game is out and it's less buggy than ever. I mean, it's a complete product. It's amazing. I've got a bunch of stuff to scan, so just taking care of that for a second. See if I can find another beacon fragment. Okay, so that counter wasn't really that significant. I think I scanned one grav trap fragment. There we go. All right, let's hit the surface really quickly. As always, if you are new to Subnautica, I'll give you a quick tip. Again, I don't know a heck of a lot about what I'm doing in the deep game. The mid-game and end-game, I really have very little experience with, but make sure when you're trying to swim around quickly that you put your tools away, because having this one hand dedicated to holding this thing actually does, believe it or not, slow you down. All right, so now we have the Sea Glide, which we don't have the Sea Glide, but we have the blueprint for the Sea Glide, which will allow us to get around a lot faster, and also give us a flashlight, which is quite... Oh, hey, Stalker, how's it going? I could have sworn there was another beacon blueprint laying around just this area. Maybe I scanned the only one that there was. So we'll look around for that a little bit later. Or maybe was it up here? No, I don't think so. Well, thankfully, I see the sun coming up, so we'll have more light soon. I did come out here for quartz, so let's go ahead and look for that. Actually, that coral tube, if I can find it again, which is pretty near, it's just fairly close, I think. We'll have lots of quartz in it. Let's see if we can look. There it is. It's right there. I love that we're so close to a coral tube. Oh, but there's also... Oh, man, I've never seen that before. There's a frickin'... Are you serious? There's a crash inside the coral tube? Hey, okay. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. I'm just swimming. You don't want to hit those clouds. You don't want to hit those clouds anymore. Wow. Holy crap. Wow. A stalker. This is a hazardous coral tube entrance.
To the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Okay, we did the... Crap. It's gonna hurt. Oh, wow. We survived that, too. All right, so let's pick up a bunch of quartz while I'm in here, since we pissed off every single crash in this tube. But since we're down here, I'm gonna get the quartz first. This is awesome. Coral tubes are always a good thing to find early on. That's why I was excited when we started the series, and we already had some. I don't think I'm going to need cave sulfur for anything else, but I'll pick that cave sulfur up anyway. There's some more titanium, a few more pieces of quartz, but I need to get out. I'll come back for more. I'll grab this, why not? Copper, yay! That's an additional battery, or just computerized component. Hey, how's it going? Is that a stalker? I think it was a stalker. They made me stab you in the face, dude. Okay, we'll deal with him in a second. I didn't even see him, though. Okay. So, let's first of all get some titanium, because we did pick up a few pieces of wreckage, or maybe, yeah, just one piece of wreckage. And make some glass. And next time it's dark, we'll have a flashlight. We'll also have a sea glide, so we have 2 light sources, as opposed to no light sources. Bit of an upgrade from night 1 to night 2, if I do say so myself. Let's see, sea glide, I need copper wire. I don't know if I can make copper wire with all that copper I picked up. Actually, no I can't. Oh, I shouldn't make jokes. I need to grab one more copper from somewhere. I can probably get some at the coral tube. Or really, if I just look around for an outcrop that I have not chiseled just yet. Man, that stalker is hanging out near the coral tube entrance. I'm going to get some from outside the coral tube, because you can do that too. Well, this sucks. I mean, they're great locations for getting... Alright, there's my copper. Very good. They're great locations for getting, you know, some initial copper and the stuff that you need to, you know, make some of the first items in the game, but mine, as close as I am to it, and it's a beautiful thing, mine is surrounded by hostile wildlife that doesn't want me anywhere near it. Such a shame. Alright, so let's make that sea glide, and we'll really start having some fun. Like I said, I'm going to be alternating back and forth between following the story path and doing whatever the heck I want. I really want to just play around with the game. I want you guys to come along with me. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's just, my focus is going to be on just playing the game in a non-linear fashion. So we will pursue the story mode, but this is not a, quote, story mode playthrough. This is a casual, kind of let's play. And I'm really, really excited to see how far we can take it. Let's go ahead and let's make the sea glide first before I make anything else. And I believe I also have what I need.
Will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Okay, I think I can go ahead and make the repair tool, so let's do that. Off to a good start here in episode 1. Speaking of story mode, we can go ahead and take the first steps toward that right now. Let's get this baby hooked back up.
Secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
Not quite ready to eat the nutrient block just yet. But we're getting there. And I'll drink that filtered water. Let's repair this baby. And we should have that initial message. There it is.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Huh. Alright. Well, they're going to be here in a while. A very, very, very long while. Let me go ahead and put up some of this extra stuff that I'm carrying. To tell you the truth, I kind of want to put up the second nutrient block. Yeah, let's do that too. And I do need some copper. So let's keep looking around now that I've got this baby. Whee! Off we go. And where the heck might I find some additional conductive metal? That looked like an outcropping, but it's just a differently colored section of rock. Hey, there's some. Maybe not copper, but... Oh, nope, it's copper. Very good. Let's make a battery, and we will have our flashlight. I can't talk up that big game about having two sources of light and not have a second source of light by the time night falls again. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, there's that. And flashlight, come to me. Now we need a builder. That's going to require, though, a wiring kit, which requires some silver. So a little bit more complicated in terms of the resources that we need, but we might be able to go for that. Hang on. First of all, let's see what we got.
Land re-recorded distress call.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? I didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by this Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
That's hilarious.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay, so we've got one signal, and we can tweak that. Actually, come to think of it, in the beacon manager, we can tweak the color of these. So you can make these different shades in order to make stuff stand out a little bit more. I think this is more like the color they used to be, but you can totally change these to look like whatever you want. You can also hide them to where you don't have to see them anymore, but they aren't items anymore at all. They used to be items that you would hold, the signals anyway, not the signal ping for the escape pod, but the signal we just received would be an item that you would hold in your inventory, and it was a signal that was just there, and you don't have to do that anymore, which is really awesome. So let's see, we need some silver. Let's see if I can grab some silver before the episode's out, huh? Let's see what we can find. Alright, off to a good start. Sandstone, there's some gold. Just need to find a few more outcroppings just like that. Silver! There we go.
Kits are an essential component of many habitat modules.
Alright. Definitely finding some sandstone pretty quickly. Oh, and some lead! Very good, very good, very good. I will say, I hope they fix this. I was playing a little bit the other day, and I remember picking up a couple of pieces of lead, and when the game gave me the radiation suit blueprint, which it does automatically when something happens that I won't spoil for you if you haven't seen this game before. When the game gave me that blueprint, it took away my lead. The lead that I had gathered was gone. And it was very frustrating. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, you're going to leave me alone now. I'm just going to swim over here with my Sea Glide. And I'm going to find a little bit more silver. I actually think I've got all I need, right? But I wasn't paying too much attention to what I picked up last. I think I need one more silver. Yep, there we go. All right. So let's go back. Because unfortunately, episode 1 cannot last forever. Let's see if we can end the episode with a builder. Absolutely gorgeous game. I love it so much. So let's go ahead and make a wiring kit with that silver. And builder requires a computer chip and a battery, actually. So that requires some copper. And I actually don't have any more copper. I've got gold. It's quite nice. But we still need a few more things. Should be pretty easy to find, though. So we need what exactly? In order to make the builder, we need a battery, which is a copper and 2 acid mushrooms. And we need a computer chip, which is gold, which we've already got. And so we need 3 more copper total, and the table coral. That shouldn't be too challenging. Let's look around really quickly, and I'll see if I can do this before we wrap episode 1. If I can find that, actually, yeah, let's go back towards the coral too, because I'll bet you I can find 3 coral there pretty easily. So that's a pretty good marker right there, I think. This little kind of outcrop, if I look around for that shape, that should help me find the coral tube pretty quickly every time. All right, titanium, give me some copper, game. I need 3. Be nice to me. Please be nice to me. All right, that's 2. 3. There we go. All right, so there's our copper, and we need the table coral. And we can go ahead and go straight back towards the life pod. Let's get out the knife. Gimme. Gimme. All right, problem solved. Oh, wait. We need one more thing. One more thing. Thankfully, it is the most abundant resource in the game. And we just got it. Acid mushrooms, come back. Up we go. And let's go ahead. Let's get a copper wire, which we're going to need. Let's get a battery, which we're going to need. And then let us... Let's see, we need the computer chip. That's right. Gotta get the gold out of storage. Come here. Thank you.
New blueprint acquired.
And there she is, the habitat builder.
Is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
So guess what we'll be starting next episode? Base Alpha, somewhere out here. Hey, there's island number 1. There's island number 2. You can see the clouds kind of shrouding it. I do hope at some point in the future the draw distance can be changed to where you can actually see the islands in the distance. That'd be kind of cool. But you can see where they are, roughly. And maybe there's a atmospheric reason that you can't see them more clearly. Maybe there's a story or lore reason that I'm not aware of yet. But you can see those island locations. So we're going to head that way in episode maybe 2, possibly 3. Because if we're going to start building bases, we may as well go straight over there, even though we just have the Sea Glide at the moment, to go ahead and get some of the basics. Oh, calorie intake. I suppose I can eat. That's fine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.